Like, can you imagine some of the people thinking a crackpot? Mukhtar is a crackpot. He's a nice man, but he's a crackpot. He's what they call a loser. He wanted to be, when we had our meeting here, those middle-class Negroes, Abdul-Malik them, had all convinced him and Khadijah they need to go back to school and get a degree so they could help. I told Mukhtar, move it. You want to study management? Study these articles right here. I say, I write articles on management. I studied everything in the management arena. Read management in Islam. Right? Later on, leadership by encouragement, all of those the role of leadership in the Islamic movement. You want to learn about management? You got it right there. That was what they told them, and that's what they believed. The problem with Oakland is too much confidence in the white man and none in the black man. That's basically what it boils down. And we'll get into it in a minute. Absolutely not. During this period, in these decades, the federal government, the Oakland Police Department have not had a chance. They had no chance. Fighting a losing battle, and you'll get a chance to go over it. Why? Because Allah blessed us to stick close to Islam, to stick close to our roots, and to continue this progress from civil rights to black to Islam. A continuous, unbroken chain there in Oakland. Okay. So that misplaced hope in the white man's system. You have witnessed a public ass-kicking of the whole system. The NSA, the FBI, the CIA, the OPD, and every other entity that have hassled us around the world on behalf of the United States are complete failures. It's not like the old days they go and we're going to forget that nigga. And everybody start counting the days till you gone. It ain't like that with us. Here we are, still here. Big, bright smile, bushy tail, and ready to go. Public ass kicking in Oakland, that's what they got. We're going to talk a little while about SLM, Sabiqun liberation in Oakland. As we said before, the United States government just didn't have a chance. Sabiqun Liberation Organization in Oakland, 50 years of continuity. We talked to you about the black underground financial struggle. We talked to you about international trade. You got to realize what we're talking about is all real stuff. All of this stuff either getting ready to happen or most of this stuff has already happened. International trade. They think of us only importing drugs from Colombia. You know, the dumb people don't know. You remember how popular leather coats was in those days? They don't know that we imported leather coats from Colombia. And guess what we exported to Colombia? Muscle power, you know, Bob Hoffman's, I don't know if y'all remember, Bob Hoffman's vitamin B12 energy tap gelatin capsules, muscle power, you know, protein, high protein powder, all of those products. Why? I was a super health nut at that time. So we exported and imported. You know what they talk about? Somebody was a drug dealer. That's why they're missing it all the point. That's why they don't realize when we talk about economics and all of that, they don't realize that a black person or black people can be balanced. They don't believe, they look at it, they just underestimate. That's their problem. Okay. So these fake revolutionaries that you had Mellow Yellow going out there to help Zayd. You had the Negroes in our masjid. You have people that was in our masjid that opened a masjid over on the other side of town. I don't know what they call Martin Luther King, we call it Grove Street. You know those Negroes don't know the connection to you and their masjid. I told you all about one of the people that was in a movie, Mac. This black lawyer came to Oakland. First time I heard it was 1964. I was in a Tracy joint close to Oakland. And I heard this lawyer talking. Man, it was black, black, black. I said, man, I heard, this is a beautiful lecture. I went out on the yard and I talked to one of our partners that's come in. I said, man, you ever heard of a guy named Donald Wharton? He said, yeah. He was my lawyer and he ain't no good. But on the radio everywhere, if you got a case, Donald Wharton take your case and he'd be jumping all up on the thing in the courthouse and everything, talking that trash. And he was always a bum. We knew it. Remember I was telling y'all about the foreigners that I was helping in the penitentiary? One of them was a rich guy from San Francisco. And he says, hey, you know Donald Wharton? I said, yeah. Later, he became a Saudi lawyer changed in Khalid Tariq al-Mansour or something. He made some Ahmadiyya type tapes about 30 years ago. Anyway, just to give you an idea about their pre-planning. Our idea is that he went to Howard or something. They sent him out there to get control of the black movement and to lead it. And mouth-wise, he had a lot of influence. He was on the radio. Where you get all that money, be on the radio all the time. The building that he had way back then is the building that the Negroes that left our masjid started over on the other side of town. They have the same building. When the black stuff died down, Khalid Tariq al-Mansour, whatever his name is, got into the Islamic business. Well, the Saudis, because he was one of the big Saudis, they used to be a friend of mine. He says, yeah, your friend. He was talking about Khalid. He was with us, we just wanted to know how, how he was with Islam. So here's what they did. They said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. I said, y'all didn't do that. He said, what did he do? He said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. That's how big a phony he was. When I'm telling you, everything I'm telling you is from experience, over and over again. When we tell you about the news reporters and the commentators, everybody here can remember answer, right? can all remember the white boys there. We can remember they didn't know nothing about the Harlem movement, but they're the commentators. And everybody knows them, yeah.
And they came here.
Sure.
They came before a meeting. They were immensely impressed that we had what we had.
That we own all our own stuff. You know, you gotta remember now, we're a big deal right here. You know, we're a big deal here in D.C. Remember, we're from outside of D.C. There's no coordinated effort here, especially against Saudi Arabia, against the system. Anyway, let me speed up. So the fake revolutionaries, in our case, the revolution will be televised. The revolution is being televised. The revolution has been televised, and it's going to pick up, but they didn't understand how it would be. The revolution is televised, or the evolution is televised. Under provocation, destabilization, and sabotage, I'm going to keep on speaking. We didn't already knock that out the window. PMA, love, focus, courage, endurance, faith. A global lesson in possibilities. That was our mission. Show people you can do this, folks. Because nobody they don't believe, they think something is wrong, something is happening. Why is this movement still here? It's an aberration. Maybe what we're seeing is not true. Would you turn the hair off like this for a while? See, tell the truth. They don't know what to say about it. Of course, they make up a lot of stories and a lot of lies, but none of those stories about us are true. Not one story, well, that I have heard, about us here in D.C., especially we here, is true. Not one backbiting, backstabbing story. In fact, we, just like Oakland, we went out of our way here to do what? We just want to help. We'll sweep up, we'll carry it out the garbage, we'll do this. We don't want to be the chief. We would tell the most Salafist type people, you'll be the chief. Anybody, we would make sure that we eliminate any contention. All we want to do is help. We don't want to be your boss. And them Negroes, boy, when they get the chair, there's almost African in their approach to leadership. I thought this was a permanent, it was just a revolving, 1 year, 4 months, and stuff to give everybody. No, it's permanent. I'm the chief permanently. So we're going back to Oakland very soon in the next few days to revive, or the beginning of the revival of the Islamic movement in North America. From Oakland. The tree of freedom was planted in Oakland, but the white man is the one that watered it and nourished it. By trying to pull it out, you gotta remember, he tried to pull that boy out. He tried to beat it, set it on fire, still here. So we planted the seed, but the white man watered and nourished the seed. And he did a good job. We thank Allah for now, to move toward a close, I have a few pieces of paper so I'll be reading from the top one. The first one, it says, nigger business for decades. Does anybody see that? And I just copied some of this, some notes you could tell, so that people would understand that we didn't just pop here overnight, or we have been planning this stuff, and we're just lucky. We shall teach the world how it's done. Remember the date up there? That's a couple of years ago. By then, this whole package was already wrapped up by then. But there's delay, there's Allah's time, and then there's your time. And we try to move with the correct time. We shall teach the world how it's done. We got cases we won in court. When I go out there, I'm going to collect all of the information from discovery, arrest records, and all that. And I'll make a nice booklet out of it, all of it. I mean, that's what we're going out there to do now, collect that, and to get the basis of a documentary together. We're going to make a quality documentary story about Oakland and its contribution to the world. Situational leadership. Rise of the occasion, or to the occasion of our time. Outgrow oppressors, become competition. Now, B gives a better idea of what this is talking about. Strategic innovation, move from oppressed. In the beginning, we're oppressed. No matter what you say, the white man can do this, he can do that, and he can still do something. But in the beginning, we're oppressed. Number two, we become competitors. So you go back some 15 years